Welcome to the Akashic Library.
Okay, let's talk about something real. Have you ever felt like you're just stuck in a loop? You know, wanting one thing in your relationships, but somehow always ending up with something completely different? Well, today we're going to dive into a super simple but really powerful rule. It might just flip the script on everything you thought you knew about how relationships actually work.
So it all kicks off with this challenge right here. It's a statement so many of us have made. I mean, how many times have we said it? I want love. I want to feel valued. I want a real connection. Seems simple enough, doesn't it? But this is where things start to get tricky.
And boom, there's the question that really makes you pause, right? It's not about what you say you want. It's about the gap, that disconnect between your desire and the reality you're actually creating with your choices, day in and day out. And that, right there, is where the real work begins.
All right, let's really get into this. This whole conflict between our desires and our actions. It's that frustrating feeling, like you have a destination in mind, but you just keep taking all the wrong turns.
This just lays it all out, plain and simple. Look at this. On one side, you've got your highest ideals, love, value, commitment, all the good stuff. But then, you look at the other side, the reality of who you're giving your time and your energy to. And a lot of the time, those two columns they don't match up at all, do they?
And the most important word here isn't a passive one like want, it's an active one, entertain. Think about that for a second. That word implies a choice. It suggests that you are the host. You're the one deciding who gets a seat at your table.
And this idea of entertaining leads us straight to the most crucial word in this entire dynamic. It's the one that truly defines the boundaries of our relationships: tolerate. So what does it actually mean? Well, here's the key. Tolerance isn't about enthusiasm or excitement. Not at all. It's about passive acceptance. It's about enduring behavior that you know deep down isn't what you truly want or deserve. It's quiet, it's subtle, and man, is it powerful.
And this is what it actually looks like in the real world. We're not talking about some big dramatic event. It's the small stuff. It's the seen notification with no reply. It's that casual comment that kind of undermines you. Or it's the constant pattern of you making excuses for their lack of effort. Each one is a small compromise that just keeps adding up.
And here's the kicker. Every single time you tolerate one of those behaviors, you are non-verbally, quietly communicating your minimum standard. You're literally teaching others what you are willing to accept, and that becomes the baseline. It becomes the default setting for your relationship.
So when you put all these pieces together, the desire, the action, and what you tolerate, it all leads to one fundamental rule that pretty much governs our relationships.
It's a direct cause and effect relationship. It's as simple and as unavoidable as gravity. The input you provide, your tolerance, directly determines the output you receive. And that input is your tolerance, so you get.
That's it. That's the rule. It's not magical. It's not a judgment on you. It's simply the law of the emotional and relational universe that you're living in.
So just let that sink in for a second. It's like a mirror, reflecting the direct result of the standards you set, not with your words, but with your actions and your acceptance.
Okay, so this might feel a little heavy, but here's the good news. Understanding this rule isn't meant to be a criticism. It's actually the key to unlocking your own power and changing the entire dynamic. It's about moving from passive acceptance to active choice.
This is all about agency. See, the second you realize you get what you tolerate, you also realize you have the power to stop tolerating. You are the one in control. You are the gatekeeper of your own life and your own heart.
So how do you do it? First, you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Acknowledge what you've been putting up with. Second, define what you actually want, your non-negotiables. And third, and this is the most important step, you have to align your actions. You have to be willing to walk away from what doesn't meet the standard.
The ultimate takeaway here is this. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. The power has been in your hands this whole time. The standard is yours to set.
So we'll end with this. This isn't just a piece of information. It's a call to action. Take a moment and really ask yourself, starting today, right this second, what is one thing you will absolutely no longer tolerate? Your answer to that question, that's where your new story begins.
True richness comes from depth of presence, not quantity of activity. Next, understand manifestation in manifesting your desires.